Mindy. We need to change the date here. But you posted this December 31st.
We'll fix that.
But just so you
Welcome back.
I'm just looking, I'm like, December.
That's
What?
funny, Jeff. I've heard it from you talk about.
Yeah, 'cause we're not qualified.
Well, sound like Carrie's just built it. Ready? Okay, so we'll close the executive session. The time is 7:39. Next item is mayor's report, and I want to touch on a couple things real quick. Craig brought up something the other day that I didn't catch on, but when we do these reports, it's not open discussion. It's him giving a report, so we can't go back and forth because it's not an agenda item.
Yep.
So just want to remind everybody of that. Like I said, I missed it too. So we won't be doing that anymore. Just, if there's something that Craig talks about and you want to talk about it to him further in person after the meeting or another day, or if you want to add it to the agenda
I was gonna say,
for
just,
another meeting, then we
stick
can
some
do
things on
that.
it.
So.
no, that's not what I meant. But it's your mayor's report. Go ahead.
That's why I put mine first. So I can tell you that before Craig gets to his. So
Okay.
the city manager evaluation, I'm going to get I'll have next meeting. I will send it to you guys, an electronic copy, or if you want it printed, I'll have printed copies here. And then we'll plan on doing that the following. I have to look. That was a date I talked to Susan about. I think in May, maybe it was end of May.
Or
End of May. What's wrong with June meeting?
The city manager evaluation.
But I'll let you know when it's due.
Okay.
And I want everybody to do it. I'm going to go through and remove the items that council didn't feel comfortable without
I think,
answering last year. I'll either remove them or I'll put mayor only on.
Okay.
So you get
June
those.
7th. We're not discussing it, June 7th.
What?
I said June 7th. It was going to be the
Thank you.
first meeting in June.
Yes.
And that's when we wanted to go over it. And
Yes, sir.
okay. So June 7th. And then everybody got their email from Human Resources on the training, and council is required to do that. So please do that.
We have 3 of them, right?
So
Is there 3 of them?
there was 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
You should have only had 2.
No, I think I got 3.
When's it due?
We all got different numbers.
Okay, you should have had one on sexual harassment and one on
Cybersecurity.
yeah, cybersecurity.
Mhm.
Anything other than that, you don't have to do.
Okay.
So Jennifer told me that today.
Okay.
So if you got it, it was a mistake. You shouldn't have got it. So, okay, with that, next item is city manager report.
Civic Center's moving along pretty well. We're still maintaining about a week ahead of schedule, so we anticipate within the next 3 weeks that we'll be doing substantial walkthrough. That means that, I'm sorry, punch list.
Yeah.
That means that we're going to walk through with contractors and start highlighting any issues that we need to address, like touch-up paint, any minor changes, any imperfections, that sort of thing. Contractors following that walkthrough will then have about a week to correct any issues that we'll highlight during that meeting. So we anticipate that the facility will actually be ready ahead of schedule, which is good. We're still maintaining June 15th for the ribbon cutting. We have sent out VIP invites to several individuals that have been requested. If there's anybody else that you want me to make sure I invite, please, again, just let me know. We'll make sure to get that done. But things are progressing very well there. You'll see this week, they're going to finish up the water lines and the routing and the tunneling over here on the side of the Civic Center. Next week, they're going to start the preparing for the concrete pour to finish out the parking lot and the driveway and everything. Electrical trim out is completing this week. So there's lighting fixtures and all that stuff going in. We're hoping to have the power turned on to the facility next week. Christopher is going to begin construction tomorrow afternoon. They will begin doing the asphalt millings where they go through and pull up all the asphalt on Christopher Drive. County will be out there to begin laying the new road next week. Christopher Drive will remain closed because it is going to be a complete rebuild. So signage has been placed up with detour routes all throughout to try to make it as easy as we possibly can on citizens, because we know that that's a majorly traveled roadway. So we're trying to make it as easy as possible for them. That project is expected to take 2 weeks before we then turn to Race Street, and they will begin the rebuild of Race Street immediately following that. So Race Street will be complete before the grand opening of the Civic Center. Congressman VC came by today, as several of you were here for, and did have some pretty good discussions with him. He did present us with it was a photo op check, but we're still waiting on the directions on the actual funding for the $414,000 that's going allocated for the park improvements. As soon as I have that direction, I will keep council informed. I know one of the biggest complaints that we have related to the park right now is the walking track and the condition of it. As soon as we get the funds in, we're going to pull the trigger on getting that walking track redone. So I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks to get some direction there so we can get that taken care of. Lastly, the CDBG coronavirus project, which was the inclusive playground project, was sent out through RFP, RFQ. County did submit the results of that to the mayor, and they recommended that TNP, Tignall and Perkins, which is also our city engineer, be selected as the architect of the project. And so I believe the mayor's already submitted that back to the county as the selection for the city. So we're starting to work with Greg now, moving forward on getting the inclusive playground installed and ready to go as well. So there will be some pretty exciting park projects and park improvements coming up. I'm just really hoping we can get to them all in May or June. So at least for some of the summer, everybody gets to enjoy them before we run back into the fall. Chief Wiley is in full swing. Sorry. Chief Wiley is in full swing with planning on Celebrate America Festival coming up on June 25th.
Yes.
And already getting a bunch of vendors and things signed up. So if you happen to know anybody that wants to be a vendor at the event or sign up or even volunteer to help, please send them our way.
Or donations.
And we'll work through it. Other than that, that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. All right, with that being said, we are adjourned. The time is 7:45.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you, everybody.
Have a good night.